Okay, so I'm here to talk about tensions between people wanting their privacy and law enforcement getting in the way and being nosy. So in 1986, there was a privacy law that was enacted, and it was called the ECPA. And now officials are saying that that is outdated because of the web. According to an article in 2011 written by someone in the New York Times, 90,000 requests were made for Verizon for their customers' information in 2009. Also in 2009, Facebook claimed that 10 to 20 requests per day were made by law enforcement officials for their customers' information. Along with that, in the first half of 2010, 4,200 requests were made by Google for their information. So basically, there's a constant tug of war between whether people want their privacy or whether people want the safety of knowing that officials can go online and figure out if someone's doing something wrong. There are three main reasons why enforcement officials may want to use stuff to gather information. They want to know whether or not someone has been violating the law to determine the identity of people in violation, and to enable the legal showing in court so they have official proof of whether someone did something wrong or not. For example, their email information, something they might have posted on Twitter, something they may have posted on Facebook. If they have that hard copy, they have solidifying proof. So a few weeks ago, the Judiciary Committee approved a bill that would set new privacy protections for web-based email and digital communication. The chairman of the committee, Patrick Leahy, was one of the authors in this, and he said that it's necessary to better protect Americans for their digital privacy. The act has yet to be set forth in motion, and the Obama administration refuses to testify in public so far, but we'll see whether or not changes are going to be made. This new act reform hopes to also affect whether or not law officials can access someone's location through their GPS through their cell phone. The 4th, 5th, and 14th Amendments protect a lot of our privacy. They cover a lot of bases, and so does the 1st. It protects our freedom of speech. So we have a lot of things going our way for protecting us, but a lot of law officials are finding ways around that through the internet. And so basically we need to make a lot more changes if we want to protect ourselves through our media and through online sources. Another question is whether or not we want to be protected from that, whether we want people to always be nosy and in our business and questioning us. So overall, to sum things up, there's an article online, and I suggest that you look it up if you have any questions about it. It's entitled Protecting Privacy and Security of Personal Information in the Global Electronic Marketplace. This is written by Peter Gray. He basically sums up everything that we've been questioning. Basically, he says that the temptation to legislate and regulate and protect the public may outweigh the consequences of restricting both online and offline commerce. He says to avoid enactment of restrictions of legislation, the industry must demonstrate that it is acting fairly and responsibly to protect the customer's privacy. He says that the burden is on the business to show where federal legislation is necessary to enhance electronic commerce with clear benefits and customer protections. That basically sums it up. Basically, unless you know that the customer will be benefited clearly and that outweighs the consequences of it, we should just not make any regulations among the internet.